there is a genuine concern that there could be some sort of bloodletting if and when the rebels arrive. And the way that some officials here talk there's an acknowledgement from them that with NATO carrying out airstrikes against Libyan army positions, pro-Gaddafi forces, then the rebels have the upper hand and will presumably be reaching the city fairly soon. I think there is also a sense from those same government officials that the next phase of this is beginning. That there's no way back for them as a government, I think, but what comes next is very difficult to tell, and there are fears that it will not be the smooth transition of power that the West has been hoping for.
And when they talk of bloodletting, and indeed that suggestion earlier of a ceasefire, what do you read into that, Matthew? What do you think Colonel Gaddafi and his loyal followers actually want to get at the moment?
It's very hard to tell. Colonel Gaddafi and indeed his son in their latest statements have remained pretty solidly determined, certainly in the words they're using, to fight on and to remain in Libya and to fight for their country as they see it. Then again, you talk to government representatives, the Prime Minister earlier in the week, and today the Information Minister, the chief spokesman for the government, whose main angle is that they want a ceasefire. They are saying that it is time for a ceasefire and that should come now. Now, to be fair, they have been saying it for some time, and they're not exactly saying it from a position of strength at the moment. But you know, the mood music out of here is they fear if there isn't a ceasefire, then there could be an awful lot of killing in Tripoli as the fight for Tripoli develops. We've been given figures of some 1,000 professional soldiers here on the streets of Tripoli, in Tripoli itself. Now, those are government figures, and you might expect them to inflate their capacity to fight here, but nevertheless, we're being told there are thousands upon thousands of professional soldiers here, also volunteers loyal to Colonel Gaddafi who will fight. The point has been made by government officials that there are people who are so affiliated with the Gaddafi regime that they believe the opposition forces, if they get to Tripoli, will kill them anyway, and therefore it is worth them fighting for this city and presumably fighting to the death. And so I think that is why there is a fear that there could be an awful lot of bloodletting. Then again, we can't discount the possibility that the rebels will have pockets of resistance from the army, from the Libyan army, as they seem to be having at the moment, and will eventually be able to get into Green Square in Tripoli, and crowds will come out and celebrate. It's just very, very hard to tell which way this is going at the moment.